Hey, welcome to Sort of Beers, Jack of Barbecue. Check out the Prime Filets we did on the SNS MasterKettle. Yeah, I'm Craig, man behind the hammers, Jack. Yes, two beautiful Prime Filets. These are 10 ounces. They look great. I salt brined them last night, so I got about 20 plus hours on these things with the salt brine. Gonna do them indirect because they're pretty thick. Gonna try to pro them the whole time. I'm gonna take one to medium. Filets aren't my favorite. So I'll eat a little bit of this, but I'm going to save the rest for my wife, and she likes hers a little bit more done than we typically do the medium rare. So I'm going to put one on first, get that warmed up before I put the second one on, and then just finish them off at the end by searing them both. Now fillets sear a little bit differently than ribeyes because there's a little bit less fat, so we'll pay attention real close when we start searing them. But my wife and I have also been experimenting with some pickling vegetables of different things, so we're gonna, Jack and I'll be having that as well tonight. So let's get these on the grill. All right, we're gonna get one on the grill here. I'll try to work from behind here to get out, stay out of the way. Just gonna throw this one on for now. Gonna let that warm up some before we put the next one on. When I get, it's like at 40 degrees, got them sitting out for a little while. Probably want to get that to like 60 or so, 70 before I put the other one on. This one looks a little slightly bigger as well. So bring it back when we put the next one on and see where the other one's at. All right, so the steak I'm gonna go to medium with is, it just hit 75 and it's been on about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna, just kind of move it around here. The grill is running a little warmer than I wanted to. I got a phone call and the grill got too hot on me earlier. So it's settling down now, but gonna let them go. We'll do our normal close to 80 for that medium rare one, and then we'll see where that other one is by then before we start flipping stuff. All right, so we're just gonna turn them over. The medium steak is, which is this one, was at about 115, and this one is about 75, but I figured take the opportunity to flip them both now, just to promote some even cooking. We're only gonna let this go to about 110 before we start searing, and this one probably the 130-ish area, 135 before we start searing. Trying to get that medium, medium well my wife's good with, so bring it back then. All right, so the one we're going from medium to almost medium well just hit 135, which is already at medium. So I'm gonna pull that one off. Shouldn't rise too much sitting here. It's gonna cool down pretty good. This one was at just over 100 at this point. So we'll bring it back when we pull that last one off before we start searing things off. All right, so the other one, the medium rare one, just hit like 115, actually about 117 now. So I'm gonna pull that off. That'll probably rise to the 120 mark while we let this thing come up for searing. All right, let's get these on. That's a medium. We're gonna go a minute aside here. I mentioned before I've got the meat stick 5 going there on both steaks so I can sear everything with these on it, which is awesome. So a minute aside. All right, 1 minute there. Nice looking sear happening there. Another minute. Another minute. Sear's looking nice here. All right, one last time here. We'll see how we're looking on the other side. All right, time to pull them off. But I mean, it's not the big sizzle like you have on the ribeye because of the fat content, but they look pretty good. See you on the cutting board. As always, cheers. Here we are, end of the cook. Two beautiful prime fillets. Actually, what I mentioned in the beginning, we said it once before on the channel, we found a local real good steakhouse where they got their meat from Chicago, from Linz in Chicago. So we've been, every once in a while we'll treat ourselves to some good steaks. And these look beautiful. Again, I'm not a big filet fan, so did make this one towards medium well, and this one should be a medium rare yet, which would be Jack's. I probably won't cut into that one, just cut into this one. Like I said, I'll be sharing this one with my wife. But my wife and I have also been doing some pickling, so we got some veggies here. But the SNS MasterKettle always just works like a charm. And the other thing with Meat Stick 5 probes, checking this the whole time, I realized I didn't even show you temperatures of what I did because I trust the stick so much anymore because of the 5 different readings I get throughout the steak. I almost forget to even check it because I know that the stick is doing such a nice job. So the true test is when I cut into it though, so let's see what we look like. That should be like a just set medium there, the way it looks there. Oh, almost forgot to take a piece off for myself here. Well, again, I'm not a big filet fan, but that's really good tasting steak. I did salt brine all sides, even around the steaks yesterday, and you can just get that nice crust on there. These were kind of real nice and dry when I actually put them on today. But gonna be a good dinner. Hopefully, like we're seeing, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell to get notifications, and we'll see you next time.